Always helps if you unmute your microphone first, doesn't it? Hello, beautiful people out there. How are we all? Hope everybody is doing wonderful. My name's Jay. This is JG Plays. We play simulation games, all sorts of random, weird and wonderful cozy games. Hello to Imaginary Holly, who is out there. Hello, how are you doing? Lovely to see you in the chat today. Well, today we're going to be playing a game that I have never played before. I've no idea what it's about. All I know is it's something about we've got to go around and we've got to do something with plants, but I don't know. And yes, thank you, Holly, for mentioning the glorious hair. Let me take the headphones off and give you a proper look. Make it like a shampoo advert. Because I'm worth it. Okay, I think that was the campest thing I've ever done, but it's okay. Yeah, that's it. Work it. So for those who are out and about, we are on Twitch and YouTube. I can see both chats, so if you hear me talking to a chat and you're like, who are they talking to? Then it's probably the other one, but don't worry about that at all. Absolutely wonderful to have people here and to join in what is hopefully going to be a really good stream. We're going to have a really good look into Out and About. Like I say, I've not played it before. I don't really have much of a clue how to play it, so you're going to have to excuse me while I fall over myself, get everything wrong, make huge and terrible mistakes. And if you've ever seen me stream before, you know how it is. I get generally confused quite a lot. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? So, let's see if we can switch over to the game now. Is it this one? Does that bring up the game? Not today, that's helpful. Isn't it annoying how it does it until you test it and then no, it doesn't work? Let's change that to be... There we go. Now it's working. Need to make that a bit smaller. It was working fine. And then I hit go. And then it stopped working fine. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Oh, slightly different resolution to my screen. Well, we'll go for that. Might have to move camera and things. Like I say, I've not played this before, but we'll see how we get on. So, right in from the beginning. New game, I guess. We've got our empty save slot. And off we go. Please let me know how the level of game audio is. I thought I'd turned the music off. 1 second. Customize unisex character. Yeah, we'll do that after we've brought up the options. How do I get to them? Oh no. I didn't want the music. Oh well, we'll leave the music on, and if I get told off, I get told off. Because I don't know how to get out. Ah! Nope. Oh well. Let's have a look. Skin colours. We've got loads of different ones here. Oh, what's Holly saying here? I'm just looking for a new game to get, and this has popped up on my discovery queue. Haha, I'll see how you get on with it before I add it to my wish list. Always a sensible thing to do. I always like to look out for somebody who is playing a game that I quite fancy. And quite a decent range of skin colours there. That's quite cool. I think that represents a lot of people. So that's a nice change there. So we'll go for that one. We've got skin details. I'm not sure what skin details we can have. Can I zoom in on you? Yes, I can. A little bit of a mouse wheel there. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh, these are like tattoo-y things, aren't they? And I don't think I need bags under my eyes quite yet. Oh, but we're going to have some freckles. Let's see. Can we change the freckles? No, apparently freckles are all white. That's fine. We'll go for that. Back is right mouse button, so there we go. Face is next. Eyes. What eyes have we got? Oh, loads of different ones. I am going to be spending like most of the session probably. Most of the stream even sorting these out, but it's fine. So we'll go for some nice blue eyes. Yes, we want eyelashes. I don't want different eye colours. We'll go with that. Nose. Oh, 28 different noses. Now I want a cute little button nose. Tiny nose, little button nose. There we go, that's quite a cute one. That was 14. Ooh. Oh no, I think I liked 18 better. Keep going. Oh, let's have a nose piercing. Yeah, we'll have that, because I like the piercing. And for a mouth. Nice to see Holly massively approving there of the nose piercing. Ooh, that's quite a scary mouth. What have we got? Oh, I do quite like the sarcastic. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for that. So we will have our face going on there. And we will move back and see what else we've got. Hair next. Hairstyle. Let's see. Is the one a bit like what I've had done today? That's not too far off. What's that one? No, it's not long enough. I haven't got Princess Leia bunches. Well, it's a look. It's certainly not a look I'm going for, but it is a look. Yeah. How, shall we go for unusual? Yeah, so let's describe that hairstyle as unusual. What have we got here? There's some weird combinations. Have you ever seen anybody with that hairstyle? If you have, please refer them to their nearest hairdresser where they can receive some education, I think. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, indeed. Some compensation, definitely. My goodness, if I'd have come out today looking like that, I would not have been impressed. That's not too far off what we've got going on today. Yeah, we'll have that. I think mine's a little bit more... Now, she told me what she was doing at the hairdresser's today. So let's see if we can find... Oh, she does highlights differently to what my hairdresser does. But let's have a bit of slightly pink at the end. There we go. I like that. Can we move the gradients up the hair? Oh, that's cool. This is quite customizable. We might be here all day. But that is quite cool. Yeah, we'll go for that. Ah, the fringe, I believe, is separate. Ah, that makes so much more sense now. No, I don't actually have a fringe like that. That's quite cool. Quite like that. Number 4. And I quite like the fact that we can have it a different colour if we want. So we could, if we really wanted, have like red hair with a massive yellow quiff. So I do quite like how we can alter everything. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, Holly, as well. And I have still no idea what the actual game's like. I always spend so long on these. I have to look just right. Eyebrows. Quite like your eyebrows as they exist. They might be a bit bushy. We got a thinner version. Well, we're easy to entertain, aren't we? So, you know, you've got to take your wins where you can find them. Those are some eyebrows. My goodness. Those have put my granddad into a race. Oh, we've got to go for that. If we're having a nose ring, we've got to have the eyebrow slits. It's like the bisexual, pansexual uniform we're going with today. So we'll go back and we will look at extras because we've got to have some glasses, but we've got accessories first. Too cool for school. Oh, these aren't really accessories. That's just making my ears bigger. Not covering up the face. I've just done... meh. Terrible earrings, I suppose, if you wanted. Are they just holes? Yeah. Holes with nothing in them. Ah, little tunnels. Let's have some tunnel plugs. Was there a hearing aid? Did I miss that one? Let's have a look. I thought it was like earpods. Well, let's have a look. I thought they were like headphone earpods, but if they are hearing aids, that is cool. If they are, I am a huge fan. Yeah, they look quite... They might be hearing aids with the bit going over the ear, mightn't they? Or even if they aren't, you could easily use them to represent hearing aids. We'll see. Let's see if we get any more accessibility things going on, because big fan of accessibility. I don't know how you put it on one ear, though. I think you've got to have it on both. It's a bit of a shame, but can we change... Yes, we can change the colour. So we can have some... Let's go for some green. Or, oh, actually, I quite like that turquoise. Matches my t-shirt. Glasses next. You better have some sexy glasses. Ooh, which pair do I like? I can't even remember what shape my own glasses are. That sort of shape. Let's have a look, see if we can find... That's probably about as close as we can get to my glasses. Hello to anybody new who's joined in, by the way. Hello to any lurkers out there. Please feel free to lurk away. You don't have to say anything. It's lovely if you do. I will do my best to try and say hello to as many people as I can. And if I ignore you, don't take it personally. I'm just very easily distracted. Right, frame colour on our glasses. Darker than that. Let's go for that bit more colour. There we go. I want to redo those earrings. I want those to be darker and in a similar blue to the glasses. That looks cool. So yeah, happy with the glasses, happy with the glass colour. It's beard time. Looking like the biggest hipster the world has ever seen. What other beards have we got? Oh, that first one is winning so far. Yeah, we're going back to beard number 1. Oh, sorry, 2. But just like mine, I'm going to make it a little bit on the gingery side. There we are. That's as... I think mine's darker and a bit more brown than that. There we go. So there we go. We've got me in... Oh, we've got more piercings. I thought we already put piercings in. This is really quite cool how many different options there are. Loads of different piercings. I think we'll just put one of those cuff piercings on there in the same dark blue we've got our other piercings in, because everything has to match. There we go. Looking stunning. Player name is going to be J. Pronouns, we will go with they/them. And then apparently we hit T to play. So there we go, that's what we look like. Have we definitely done all the categories? We haven't done clothes, my goodness, nearly made a terrible mistake there. We do have a choice of tops. It's going to be dungarees. It's got to be dungarees. Yeah, those dungarees are definitely doing it for me. Nope, dungarees and funky coloured trainers. We don't have any colour options for these, do we? No. So there we go, we've got our representation there, we've got our funky dungarees, we've got our funky trainers, our ridiculously coloured hairstyle, and now let's find out what the game's all about, shall we? Here we go. Are you ready to start the game with this character? Yes, there's some weird buttons in here. T to play and R for yes, and very odd. But here we go. You're fast asleep in your tent when a sudden crack of thunder jolts you awake. The air is heavy with the scent of rain, and the distant rumble grows louder. Was that it? I thought I was going to get to do some good story narration then. A little disappointed. Yoldy Games. Wholesome, out and about. So this is in early access. You'll have seen, you should be able to see it down in the corner unless I've cut it off on the screen you're watching. So we will take it all with a little bit of a pinch of salt. Things may change, things may get better, things may get worse. Granny! Is this a recording already? I don't think I heard the beep. I hope you can hear me okay, Pumpkin, and that you are safe and sound after this terrible storm. Now, I'm assuming that means that we have to hit space in order to keep going. Just let me alter a window because something's moved slightly. There we go. So yeah, there's our granny. So head to town as soon as you can. Just ask Annie, the campsite manager, for directions. The whole town is in turmoil. Ah, but I'll explain it when you get here. So we move with WAS and D, jump with space and interact with E. Understood. So far, the controls we know, controls we recognise. Everything's good. Oh, we move our camera with our mouse, and we've got a thing in the corner. A terrible storm happened last night. I should check in with Anne. Annie. Sorry, not Anne. So I'm going to assume that this is Annie. It is. Let's say hello. Wowee, that was some storm last night. Thought our tents were about to blow clean away. Good thing you bunkered down when you did. We didn't get a chance to properly meet before the rain kicked in. I'm Annie. I run this campsite. Storm must have finally passed, and gosh, has it done a number on the site. We're lucky these fallen trees didn't cause more damage to the place or to us. Now that I think of it, if the campsite is this bad, the town must be in real trouble. We need to go check on everyone. Follow me, there's no time to lose. Oh, is there a message there that I need to get rid of? Let's have a quick... Hey, now we're testing my knowledge of how this stuff works, aren't we? That one? No. So... You'll have to give me a moment, because I've not done this before. Do I click ban? Or... Yeah, I think I click ban on. I've not used this before. I've never had to do anybody before. Do I click... Holly, what do I click? Cool, let's do that then. There we go. Sorry, I've not banned anyone before, so you'll have to bear with me. That took me some time, but I did it. Look at me. Right. So, we can put that back down where it was. We can go up there. I'm almost like one of those professionals now. I managed to ban somebody and everything. Woohoo! Anyway, follow me, there's no time to lose. I'm loving these graphics. This is so cute. Oh, she sticks her little arms out. Sorry, that was really cute. Hello, Annie. The trees have blocked the path completely. But with a bit of muscle, I'm sure we can squeeze through. You lead on, I'm right behind you. Oh, thanks. Guess you're not helping then. No problem. See you in a minute, Holly. Yow! Oof, that stings. One of those tree branches nicked my hand. Something fierce. I have the worst luck. I always get cuts and bruises when I'm rushing places. Guess Barbara's gonna have to patch me up again. No matter what scrapes I get into, she can always find some herb to help me out. That's what makes Barbara a foraging master. She's normally in the woods just ahead. We should find her. We should. You are correct there, Annie. So let's go and see if we can find Barbara. Oh, don't you hate it when NPCs run just a little bit slower than you? Here we go. Here's Barbara. Oh, Annie, I was just coming to check on you. All that thunder and lightning and you out in nothing but a tent. What have you done to your hand? I tussled with a tree branch and it got the better of me, but never mind that. Is everyone else okay after the storm? As usual, the only one with an injury is you, sweet Annie. Everyone else is shaken up, but it's fine. It's the town that's taken the battering. I don't know how Annie got hurt. She stood there and made me move the log, but anyway. We really should get your hand cleaned up. Plantain leaves are just the thing to dress this wound. Perhaps your friend can help us gather some. Oh, this is May's grandchild. Ach, yeah. That was a bit unexpected. May kept telling me about your visit. Now that you're here, would you mind helping me get Annie some plantain leaves? Take this basket and look for ribwort and broadleaf plantain. They grow around here and are great for wound dressing. I'll give you the foraging cards so you know what they look like. Cool. So we've got a new item, which is Barbara's basket. E to collect. We've got another new item, which is ribwort plantain, which is a card. And a broadleaf plantain card. Okay. And now we're in our field guide. So we can find all the foraging cards in the field guide. Here we can find the interesting information and scientific images of each plant. Go and give it a read. So what? Okay, so if we click one of these... Oh, okay, so we get told whether it's edible, we get to see the actual pictures. Now, when I was getting the game started, it did originally come up with a message at the beginning saying they try and be as scientifically accurate as possible, but this game is no substitute for actual training, so don't rely on what you see in this game to tell you what you can and can't eat if you're out and about in the wilderness. Also, do be aware that depending where you live in the world, the fauna and flora and things where you are will be possibly quite different to where the game is set. All that stuff. Just that little bit of a don't eat stuff unless you 100% know what it is. But yeah, we've got lots of information about this and it tells us all about the plant, which is quite cool. And we've also got some money or something going on up there. And the other one here, they look very different to say that they're both plantain, don't they? Oh, and we can go back and forwards with C and Z. That is also quite cool. So, I guess we go over to this pile and then examine it, do we? A plant patch contains up to 2 plants that are lookalikes. You should learn and be cautious and compare them well. This is where I should have paid more attention to those cards. So let's inspect it. Identification. First click on the card that belongs to the plant on the left and then click on the parts of the plant, stem, leaves and flowers to identify. So that is going to be that broadleaf plantain, isn't it, by the leaf shapes? So let's have a look. Oh, yep, there we go. We have identified the broadleaf plantain. Let's try that one. So looking at those images, that's got the long stripy leaves. So let's have a look at that. Yep, we've identified that. So now we can harvest them. Harvestable plant parts are displayed on the left side. Click on the parts to harvest. Pay attention to the health bar. Don't take too much. Okay. I'm not sure how much to take. Should we go for 10? Ooh, that might have been too much. But, yeah, I think that was a little bit too much. But, oh well, we'll have to be careful. Ooh. Ooh, wow, 3 was too much for that. But we've got some other ones, so we could take a few of those. So I think we can manage it just about a third. I'm just going till they hit orange. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But, yeah, I think we've harvested all of those. So let's go back to... Oh, there's another patch there. We might as well harvest them while we're at it, mightn't we? Oh, my basket's full now. I'll have to use a sorting table to clear some space. Let's go to Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Look at you, that took no time at all. You must have a green touch. Thanks so much for helping. Honestly, I'm totally plant blind and it's super embarrassing. Plant blindness is quite common these days, but it's curable. Just snap a picture of a plant and I'll tell you all about it and give you their foraging cards too. Oh, use my spare camera. I keep a spare everything, you know. Sorry, I keep a spare everything. You never know when something might break. Now snap a photo of any unfamiliar plant patch and then gather some plant parts. It's always handy to have medicinal supplies. So we've now got Annie's camera. Oh, I thought it was Barbara that was giving us the camera. So we E to collect that. So now we've got to take some photos of some new patches. So where are the new patches? So there's something there. So we can take a picture of that. Ah, we found stinging nettles packed with vitamins like spinach when cooked as the heat removes the sting. Its fibres were once used for rope and clothing. A dead nettle. It looks like a stinging nettle, but it doesn't sting. Its red flowers attract bees, and its leaves feed caterpillars like the white ermine moth. So there's our red dead nettle and our stinging nettle. We can have a look. So, yeah, they do look very much like nettles, like a standard stinging nettle, don't they? They've just got that red bit on them. So those are our stinging nettles. Cool. Let's go back. So we've done one, we've got to find another patch to go and examine. Absolutely no problem at all. Mum's needing hugs is massively important. It's looking good. We're identifying plants at the moment. We've got to take pictures of them. Oh, we know what those are. I need to find another plant patch to take some pictures of. So that then Barbara can identify them for us. Start forest bathing. I've no idea. Let's concentrate on what we're supposed to be doing. I don't know if I want to know what forest bathing is. Where's this other patch of things you want me to... It's not massively helpful, Barbara, when you don't actually tell me where the other ones are, because I can't get up there. I've examined those. And you want me to do another patch. What about that one? No, you see, we've already identified those. Oh, what have we got there? Ah, here we go. So now we can take a picture of those. Those are daisies named Daisy. Oh, I didn't know that's where the word daisy came from. Daisy, for its sun-following blooms. It's edible, soothing in tea, and even helps with bruises and inflammation. I did not know that daisies were edible. This is quite a cool game. Like I said before though, don't eat it unless you're 100% sure. Don't get poisoned. But that's very cool. So these are the little daisies. Very cute. So we get lots of proper information on them. I also didn't know that they have analgesic and anti-inflammatory properties. That's quite cool. Analgesic is just a posh way of saying pain relief, but that's quite cool. So now we've got to examine the new plants in the area. Is that how we do it? Inspect new plants in the area. Use your new foraging cards to identify and harvest plants. Right. So let's identify these. Well, we've only got one option, so it must be those. And then we want to look at the small, dark green spoon-shaped leaves, the yellow disc florets surrounded by white florets, and the thin, hairy green flower stem. There we go. That's our daisy. So this is quite cool. You've got to select all the different parts of the thing to be able to identify it, isn't it? Now my basket's full. I don't actually know. I'm going to have to drop some things, I assume, because I picked up too much of the stuff. So how do I discard some things? Hi, Sea of Sims. How are you? Is it C or Key? We'll go with C, unless you tell me otherwise. If you don't want me calling you C, please let me know and I will call you something else. Ooh. Let's... How do I drop some things? I don't want them all. No. Well, that's awkward. What have we got? E, what does that do? All items. Okay. Any of these? No. Ah, absolutely no problem. See, that all makes a lot more sense now that I know who you are. Hi, how you doing? Let's have a look. I want to drop the plants and I don't know how. Oh dear. I've opened up a map. Use the map to see which plants grow in the area. It also shows your current location and lets you fast travel to unknown spots. To unlocked spots. Fast travelling to unknown spots would be a bit daft, wouldn't it? Right. I have no idea how to drop what I've already got, so let's just do some examining first. Get that out of the way. Right. That's no red on it, so I think that's a stinging nettle. Has it got a square stem? And heart-shaped leaves with a jagged edge? No, I don't think it does. Yes, I did dye my hair. Yes. Very happy with how it's turned out. It's looking lovely and red. So red dead nettle has a square stem. Yep. Hairy opposite leaves that turn purple towards the top. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh. So let's try... Ah, no, it is stinging nettle. I was right. Of course. How silly. Right. It is. I was very pleased with how it came out. You can never tell when you go to the hairdressers. It always feels a bit of a gamble, doesn't it? Now, can I give these things that I've got to you? No. There's got to be a way of dropping things. There has to be. Don't make me Google this. This is proving to be more problematic than I thought. Because I can't harvest the new plants because I've still got... Right, I'm going to have to find... Here we go. So, let's have a look. I hate having to look things up, but this one's only asking for a controls kind of help, isn't it? Out and about... Wholesome. Drop. Plants. Let's see. Does anything here give me any clue? This isn't looking good. Oh no. Right, I don't know what to do. What does G do? Why was that flashing? No idea. Seize the camera. Q? Oh, no, that's our quests. Let's have a look and see if the controls tell us anything. Nope, nothing at all. Right, let's just see. Can we run down here? Or is our path blocked? Or, oh, there was something up here, wasn't there? Something about sunbathing or something? Forest bathing. What does that do? Do we just lie down? Oh, that's quite cute. What a nice place to chill out in some standing stones. How lovely. With the little butterflies. That's a lot of butterflies, but that's still very cool. How nice. No, I haven't played it before either. I've gone into it quite blind. I just saw it and I thought, that looks quite cool. But now I'm struggling because I don't know how to do it. And I think I've broken it. So what I think I'm going to have to do is skip a bit of the tutorial, go into town, somehow find a bench thing to drop some plants off at, and then come back and finish the tutorial. What does that one say? Portobello. I'm hoping that means Portobello the town, not the mushroom. Oh, can't go that way. Maybe we have to go this way. Oh no, don't tell me you've blocked me in. Oh no. The must be a way around. Don't make it so I have to restart. That's not acceptable. No. What about up here? Do any of these actually do anything? Oh, is that a bench with a bin? Can I go down there? Let's see. Nope, I can't go down there. There's trees in the way there. We're nearly back to where we set off, aren't we? Ah! Right. Right next to where I set off, there's a thing. So, here's where we do our sorting. Select the correct plant to get curiosity points. If you fail 2 times, you don't get any points, and if in doubt, leave it out. Which makes sense, because if you were really foraging and you weren't 100% sure, then you wouldn't take it and eat it, would you? So that's cool. Click on the card's icon to see the scientific image of the plant. Now you can compare them and improve your decision. So that... So... No, that's not that, is it? So that... Oh, it does have some wrinkles along it, and so does that. Let's have a look at the third one, just to check. Oh, it's definitely not that, because of the way the veins go. So that is a broadleaf plantain. Look at us. Now, I think that's the ribwort plantain, but let's just check the other ones to make sure that, yeah, it's definitely not a flatweed, and it's definitely not the broadweed, so it must be the ribwort, because it had the long stripes going the length of the plant. So now I think I can harvest the things that I wanted to harvest before. So there were the nettles up here, wasn't there? So can I examine the nettles now? That is red dead nettle, because it's got the red bits on the top. So it's got the square stem, it's got the hairy opposite leaves, and it's got the purple bilateral flowers with lips. It is very cute. You are right. And then we get to harvest it. Like before, I'm going to go till it gets orange and assume that that's not taking too much. Missing tool for harvest gloves. That makes sense that I would want gloves in order to harvest stinging nettles. So that's all of the ones that don't sting, and then we had the daisies, which were round the other side of here, if I remember correctly. Where were the daisies? There they are. So let's examine and harvest some daisies. That's my basket full. Now I'll need to use a sorting table to clear some space. I'll return to you in a minute, Barbara. I'm going to use the sorting table now that I've found it. I can't believe how long it took me to find that sorting table. What a banana. That's a daisy. I'm not even going to check. That's a daisy. I have no idea. So let's have a look. What does ramps look like? Well, it's not that. What does ground elder look like? Nope, because those leaves are spiky. So that must be a daisy leaf. And I imagine that's the top of the red dead nettle, because it's not the stinging nettle, because it's red. And it's definitely not a Norway spruce, because that's a fern tree. So there we go, red dead nettle. There we go, we've solved that bit. So now we've got to go and talk to Barbara again. This is very cute, very relaxing, very cosy. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Barbara says, Wunderbar. Thank you so much. These supplies will definitely help the townsfolk through this stressful time. My hand is a lot better now. It doesn't sting at all anymore. I didn't know plants could do that. Oh, plants can do many things. Some can heal and some can kill. Ah, ever the optimist, Barbara, aren't you? So it's important to be cautious and sort your plants after foraging. The sorting table is right here. I do wish you'd told me that before I panicked and thought that I was going to have to restart the tutorial. She's not the most helpful lady, isn't this Barbara? Right, so we've already identified it, so we can just harvest some of these. And this is our ribwort plantain. So if we harvest some of that. So we've harvested some of that. Is there anything else? It's very hard to know what you're supposed to be looking at and what you're not, but let's see. So that's almost certainly the red dead nettle, because it's got the leaves. Oh, we've already identified it. I won't carry on identifying it. There we go. Basket's full. Back to the sorting table. I am having a lot of fun with this game. It is very enjoyable so far. That's the red dead nettle. That is the ribwort plantain. That's the broadleaf plantain. Ah, I think I've already identified it once and we get that border around it. So sorted items move from your basket to your inventory. Cooking uses inventory items, but foraging quests may require plant parts to stay in your basket. Okay. So now I've got to go back to Barbara. Hi, Barbara. Sorted already? My, you're a quick learner. Sorting is an essential step for every forager. One wrong identification can cause a whole host of trouble. Annie, I still remember the time I ate those bad fungi. I couldn't go camping for a whole week. It's Barbara, as I always say, when in doubt, leave it out. You best head off to your granny now. Charles should have cleared the path by now, so go and look for him. When you see a big Scotsman, you're on the right way. Cool. I've never known a big Scotsman be used as a way marker before, but we will see if we can go and find a big Scotsman. It's not the first time I've run off into the woods man hunting, I suppose. Right. I do like the way that the little character skips and just enjoys herself. Oh, how would I know he was Scottish unless he was wearing that very stereotypical kilt? I'm not doing a Scottish accent because I can't. Ho there, now, who could you be? Oh, hi, Mash. 1 second, I will show you how the hair's going. Because, you know, I'm worth it. So, who could you be? Oh, thanks, Mash. I'm loving it. I'm really happy with it. It's really cool. And thank you for popping in. Even if it's only a short visit, it's lovely to see you. We're playing Out and About Wholesome at the moment, which is all about foraging. We've been identifying different plants. Spending a long time on the tutorial because I filled my pockets up. Couldn't figure out how to empty my pockets. But other than that, we're all doing well. So, I didn't read that last bit. But anyway, where are we? Took all my strength to push that fallen tree off the path, and that's saying something. Good thing I ate my porridge this morning, eh? Are we playing on every Scottish stereotype we can think of? Apparently so. Just a second, you must be May's grandchild. She'll be keen to see you. She was worried about you camping out in all that rain. What's my say? I was just putting my book on NetGalley, and it's super scary, but I got a downvote on the cover already, so time to get a thick skin. Some people just need to not. Sometimes I just don't like people. I think we should ban people. Replace them all with dogs. The world would be so much better. Fair warning, her house took a right beating last night. You best scurry on and check on her. As for me, I'll help Annie and Barbara clear some of these trees. With a bit of brawn, we'll get stuff done. Go on now. And yes, rando trolls on the internet. Or, you know, random people popping into Twitch streams trying to... what felt like flog you followers or whatever it was, but... anywho. I probably should have been looking at the plants on the way, shouldn't I? What have we got here? Very true. Holly, you're putting something nice into the world that you've worked hard on? How dare you! I hate this! Yes, this is really chill. Yeah, awesome fun. so far. So we get to photograph the unidentified species. So this is a dandelion, a nutrient-packed plant that's a herbal remedy, aids digestion, and even removes warts. Cool. And it's a vital food source for the pollinators. And flatweed, the dandelion lookalike, also called cat's ear, is edible but bitter. Sheep love it, but it's toxic to horses. Never knew that. So we've got dandelions and flatweeds. I am not reading any of these Latin names out. So you are welcome to view the Latin names, but they will not be audio described because I don't want to try and say the Latin names. So we've got dandelions, and then we've got flatweed. Oh, fine. So we've got dandelion, which is Taraxacum officinale, and then we've got flatweed, which is Hypocareris radicata. I'm sure that's exactly how both of those are pronounced. I will take no notes. So now we can examine these. So we'll examine those. Do I think that's a flatweed or a dandelion? Well, looking at the shape of the flowers, I'm going to say that that's a dandelion. So does it have a hollow round stem? Does it have long green toothed leaves? Yes. And does it have a composite yellow flower head? Yes. Does anybody remember picking dandelions when you were little and if you got the juice on your hands, your hands would just go black with all the white juice that comes out of dandelions that for some reason just dyes your skin a horrible sticky black colour. It was really weird. So let's have a look at this one. So this one's different because we can see the shape of the flower there. So that's a flatweed. It's got a solid thin stem, long and fluted leaves covered in coarse hairs, and a bright yellow flower. So we've identified both of those now. So now we can harvest them. We'll have some flower heads and some leaves. This one will take more leaves than flower heads. This one will take some... apparently we only want the leaves from these ones. Because this one doesn't seem to let me take the flowers, so we mustn't need the flowers. But we'll take the dandelion leaves. What's that? Oh, it's trash. Alright, cool. So we can also tidy up while we're doing it. That's very nice. This game is so chill. It's a lot of fun. That's my basket full. I need to use a sorting table. Well, hopefully we'll find one of those in time, because I'm not going back. What's this sign say? Vista Point. So can we just use the camera just to take a picture because it's cool? Oh, we can. And we can do selfie mode. So turn around this way. Okay. So we'll face ourselves this way. Because this might make a good image for future thumbnails and things like that. So camera. Selfie mode. You turned around again. I will figure out how you work. Selfie mode. There we go. And we can change poses. Double thumbs up. In awe. Jumping cheer. Oh, we've got to do a jumping cheer. Let's try that again. Oh, I've got to time this right. There we go. Yeah. I have no idea how to look at the photos, but I've taken them. Is it another one of these options where I can view my photos? Maybe it saves it to my hard disk somewhere. Anyway, let's run down there. Woohoo! Oh. I'm guessing this is my granny. Oh, there you are, Pumpkin. I'm so glad you got here in one piece. Yesterday evening there was a terrible storm. It rained so much that the hill collapsed right onto my little cottage. Oh, Pumpkin, she's in tatters. Her roof is caved right through, and the town is in a bad state too. Just look at the state of things. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, this doesn't look good. I'm going to guess that somehow we're going to be involved in trying to fix all of this. I'm just hazarding a guess there. Well, let's talk to Granny again. Everybody's feeling rather down right now, so here's what I'm thinking. You and I should take matters into our own hands and let's gather everyone and throw a fundraiser. The money we raise today can help us start fixing things up. Let's head to the community kitchen and whip up some tasty dishes to sell. You go first, and on your way, why not say hello to the townsfolk? I'm sure they'd love to pitch in for the fundraiser too. So that we're going to go around the affected town trying to raise money to fix the affected town. Is this just Granny's way of getting other people to pay to do a house up? I'm just saying. Right, which way do we go? This way, I assume. There's some people there. Are you Arthur or Linda? You're Linda. Cool. Darling, what an adorable look you have. You must be May's grandchild. She's been talking about you for weeks. She certainly wasn't wrong about what a stylish figure you've cut. I'm Linda. I run the hair salon. Or well, not enough left of it to call a salon, sadly. Oh, sorry, this is Arthur now. Not enough left of it to call a salon, sadly. Can say the same for my boat. Can't believe I've lost another one. We've certainly seen better days. At least we've still got places to rest our heads and supplies to fill our bellies. Indeed, we mustn't lose sight of our silver linings. My dear Charles can make us a nice breakfast in the morning. Speaking of food, May must have mentioned the fundraiser. We're happy to roll up our sleeves if you're headed to the kitchen. Could you check in with Harry outside the kitchen and see if he's still able to lend a hand? Seems he's occupied with the lovely lady from out of town. Oh, aye. So we've got to go and see Harry now and distract him from taking his hands off that lady long enough to actually be able to help. Is that what we're going for? But he does love carrots, apparently. Yeah, I'm not sure with that outfit, Harry, whether visiting ladies from town is quite what you're after. But anyway. Harry, my beautiful smoothie stall. Trashed and torn apart. It's going to take ages to make it right. Liar. My pop always says a challenge is just a success waiting to happen. Oh, he sounds like a nightmare. Can you imagine? A challenge is just a success waiting to happen. What a load of crap. I'm sorry, get fucked. I'm not having that. Blech, what a horrible motto. Anyway, think about how awesome your stall will look once you've built it again, right? I suppose. Oh, God. Oh, hi, I'm Liar. I'm visiting Portobello as part of a work thing. I'm sad to see it in such rough shape because of the storm. And yeah, Mash, carrots, yeah. Yeah, definitely doesn't mean cock. No problem, Cozy. Thank you ever so much for popping in and saying hello. Oh, I knew there was another command I meant to set up before when I was in my... Let me do it now. I'm going to pause one moment while I click the wrong button entirely. I'm in a different window now, don't panic. And because I meant to set up a lurk command and I didn't have one. So let's set up a lurk command. New command. Exclamation mark lurk. Response. Gonna lurk. I should probably do this off stream, but I'm doing it on stream now. So that's just the way it is. There we go. That's a lurk. I can't remember what the command is people normally used for when they come back from lurking, but we've got a lurk command now anyway. Or we should have in theory. Unlurk, yeah, of course. What a dick, yeah. There we go, this should hopefully work now. There is probably a way of tidying those up so that they've actually call the people's names into them and make the messages better. But for now, that should hopefully do the trick. And are you really a streamer if you're not doing live techie stuff? That's true, because, you know, there's been a few times where I may or may not have seen Holly go, oh, that thing's not working. Hang on, I'll try and fix that. Copy it to a different drive. Anyway. Harry says, that's an understatement. Oh, hi there, you're related to me, right? I'm Harry. Normally I'd offer a smoothie for newcomers, but it seems both of you will need to take a rain check. Weren't you just telling me about some fundraiser? Maybe the money from that can help with repairs. You feeling seen, Holly? I can't possibly think why. What do you mean you're feeling seen? How dare you? Harry, oh yeah, May said she was cooking to raise some money in the community kitchen. Maybe I can teach her to make a smoothie or two. You have a community kitchen here too? That's so cool. Don't have many of those back in the city. I'd love to see it. Harry, it's just through the archway here. My services are yours if you need help. Oh, aye. His services are ours, eh? Okay, I see you, Harry. You little flirt. Okay, so we've got to go to the community kitchen, have we? No? Oh, we've got to help Grant. Ah, this arch. See, that was misleading because we were stood here having the conversation with an arch ahead of us. I didn't spot the one to our left that says community kitchen and has a door in it. My bad. Here we go. So we're now presumably in the community kitchen. How short is our granny? My goodness. It's like I'm not a tall person, but this is tiny granny. Anyway, let's talk to Granny. You found your way okay, Pumpkin? What, you mean along that one road that didn't fork at all? Yeah, I'm sure we managed it, Granny, yeah. Welcome to the community kitchen. We used to cook together all the time back in the day. It's nice to see everyone coming together here again. Folks have all their own styles and favourite recipes. I'm sure they'll share them with you once you get to know them better. For now, let's start with an old favourite of mine, baked broadleaf plantain. Barbara has us well stocked on leaves and it's simple to make. Now let's get on with it. Head over to the recipe book and choose your helpers. Come see me when you're done. Alright, let's do that then, shall we? Just let me change a window that has disappeared back to where I didn't want it to sit. Where is my correct? Come on, where are you? There we are. And on to that one. There we are. Cool, so we've got to make baked broadleaf plantain. Cool. Ah, there's the recipe book. Cooking. Select the recipe to start cooking. Pay attention to the recipe traits on the right side. And I've just realised I've hidden my chat. That's not very useful, is it? What a banana. Or what a plantain, should I say. And yes, I am loving this game character. It is adorable. You missed basically the first 15 minutes of the stream where I just spent the time on character creation because I love character creators. It's a bit like The Sims, you know, when you're playing The Sims and you make the family and they're all really cool and you've made all these cool people and then they make you play some game where you've got to walk around and do jobs and stuff and I'm like, no. I just want to make the people. Anyway, select the recipe to start cooking. Pay attention to the recipe traits on the right side. Cook together and benefit from the unique bonuses to create higher quality meals. Befriend more townsfolk to expand your Makers Club. So we're going to be making baked broadleaf plantain. So we've got to select that. And then we've got to choose our cooking partner / Arthur. Ah, okay. Cooking partner, Harry, Arthur, or Linda. Well, we'll go for Harry. Because, you know, look at him. And Arthur. No problem. Cozy. And my lurk command worked, which is cool. I will find a way of making that say people's names. Cool. So Arthur's good at making teas and soups. I could have read what they can do. I don't care. Let's just go. Ooh. Do I not actually have to help? Oh. I thought I was actually going to get to do some sort of way of... Oh, that's a bit disappointing. But anyway. So we've done some cooking, and now we've got to talk to Granny. Oh, Pumpkin, it smells heavenly in here. I've missed cooking with folks here. Thanks for bringing some good memories and helping out. Charles helped me set up a stall while you were cooking. The others have kindly donated everything they can, so we've plenty to sell. Who are you selling to? Meet me at the stall just outside to the right, and I'll walk you through it. Very odd. Right, where is that? Just outside to the right. This stall? I guess so. Ooh. We've got another minigame. Oh, how exciting. This should really help cheer folks up. We've pulled together quite a selection of stuff to sell, so don't worry about running out. Now, we don't want to just take people's money. Let's try and give them what they really want. What sort of fundraiser is this? Of course you just want to take people's money. Isn't that what capitalism's all about? Just try your best to match them with the goods that meet their needs. They'll probably give you a little something extra if you do. All right. I don't think we're running that sort of stall here, Granny. Folks will be happy with whatever they can get in these circumstances. Well, any port in a storm, so they say. And don't worry about matching everything. So the bottom container shows you your created items. Click on them to add them to the customer's basket. The top container shows the NPC's needs. Choose an item that fits the customer's needs to increase their happiness. You can give them multiple items, press sell to confirm the sale and get paid. Okay. So you want something that's hydrating for rheumatism and digestion. Oh, I see. So that does 2 out of the 3, so that's... And what have we got for rheumatism? Ah, we can scroll. There we go. We're looking for rheumatism. What's the symbol for rheumatism? Ah, there you go. You can have some stinging nettle tea as well. And then if we hit T to sell... There we go. Yet again, well, what a way to introduce yourself. Charles says, well, if it isn't my friend from the woods. Charles, we said we wouldn't tell anybody about the woods. It was our secret. Shh. Anyhow, glad you made it to your granny. She's got a sharp mind, that May. This fundraiser will help some repairs, get some repairs underway faster than you can say, well, something really fast. Moving all those trees was some workout, even for me. Must say I've worked up quite an appetite. So I'm keen to see what you folks have cooked up. Right, so you want something savoury, hydrating, and sweet. Okay. Savoury, hydrating, and sweet. Well, that's hydrating. So now we just want something savoury and something sweet. That's sweet. Let's find something savoury. Savoury has the pizza icon. Where is something that's got the pizza icon? There we go, and you can have a mushroom pasta as well. We will sell you that. Amazing. Liar. Oh, this is so cool. Everyone here must be so talented to put all of this together on such short notice. I knew Portobello was a hidden gem. I just hope that Petty and Loud can see that. That's the law firm I work for back in the city. You didn't tell me you were a lot. Let me guess. So you're a lawyer back in the city. This is your hometown. You've come here for the winter festival where you're going to meet a man who you're going to madly fall in love with, and you're going to rescue the winter festival, and then you're going to... No, wait, sorry, that's Hallmark movies, isn't... Anyway. I just hope that Petty and Loudy can see that. That's the law firm I work for back in the city. Cash and Sharp are my bosses. My bosses are on their way to assess the damage to one of the buildings they own here. It's an old hotel called The Bell. The big one up on the hill, right? I just hope they don't do anything rash. Folks here seem to really care about it. They can be harsh when it comes to cutting losses. For now, if there's any way I can help you at all rebuild while I'm here, I'd love to. I'll start by buying some of these goodies you've made. And that wasn't, like, patronising at all. So yeah, sure, here, have that. Let's just find you something fresh, because apparently that wasn't fresh. I don't know what it was if it wasn't fresh, but it wasn't fresh, apparently. How bizarre. How bizarre. Anyway. Yeah, have a wild green salad, because, you know, it's about as imaginative as being a lawyer. There we go. Hi, Harry. So this is what you whipped up, huh? Whipped up? A shame I couldn't add one of my smoothies to the mix. Ooh, misses. I was sure people would finally like the next one I was working on. Once I have my stall up and running, I can give you some tips and tricks on the market trade. It takes a certain kind of shine to stand out in business. Did you forage the local plant life to make some of this? How innovative and raw. Wow. Ooh, oh, I'm sure it's safe if May was involved. Show me what you've got. Oh, Harry, you don't have to ask twice. You want some umami for your immune system? Let's find you some umami for your immune system. Let's find you some... that's for your immune system, is the green soup. Let's find you something with an umami flavour. There we go. Dried mushrooms and green soup. Sounds like a lovely meal. What are we up to? Linda's turning up. Oh, darling, this looks magnificent. I can't wait to try what you've made. I can only apologise for the timing of your visit. Normally, I'd offer you a full complimentary wash and blow dry, but... Oh, hello.
Sonia_Jones just raided with 7 viewers.
Hello, hello, raiders. It is a raid. Thank you ever so much for Sonia Jones for raiding us. I hope you are having a good time. I hope you had a really good stream. We are currently playing Wholesome out and about. We are going, funnily enough, out and about, seeing what different fauna and flora we can get together. My name's Jay. I like to stream cozy games. Simulation games are a big fan, so big, huge fan of them. But I've been wanting to try this one for a while, and I thought, why not try it on a stream? So it took us a while, but we're getting there. How was your stream, Sonia? Did you get up to anything exciting on your stream today? What were you up to? Was it shooting things or crafting, or what have you been up to? Know the gossip. Anyway, I can only apologise for the timing of your visit. Normally I'd offer you a full complimentary wash and blow dry, but with this hair in such a state, it feels wrong to focus on such trivial things. How dare you accuse a wash and blow dry of being a trivial? Sonia's been playing A Tower Full of Cats, so hunting for cats. I've not heard of that game. Sounds interesting. Might have a look at that later. Is that like Jenga, but with cats? That's what I've got in my head when you describe A Tower Full of Cats. Meow, meow. Maybe not. I must confess, I'm not sure what to do with myself if I'm not helping others to look their best. If you have something to give me a pep in my step, that would be a big help, darling. Now look, this is a market stall, not a drug dealer's. All right, Linda, we don't do that sort of pep in your step when you come to buy things from our stall. Absolutely no problem, C. Thank you ever so much for joining us. It's been lovely to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you enjoy the rest of your work day if you're still at work. That sounds horrible. Ugh. It's a hidden object game, but all cats are. So it's not Cat Jenga then. I'm less excited now, I'm not going to lie. You had me at Cat Jenga, but I'm less excited. Anyway, let's carry on making sure that we don't give Linda any drugs. That's lovely, Holly. Nice of you to carry on listening, even though you're cooking. Let's see where we're up to. She wants floral, skin nourishing, soothing. So, yeah, see? Just imagine trying to pile all those chaotic cats up in a Jenga block, and then they're all holding together, and then you could have like bonus items where you get the cucumber, and you can throw the cucumber at the base of the Tower of Cats while somebody else is trying to pull the cats out, and the cats go everywhere. See, if only I could code. Be great. But I can't, so it's not happening. Right, skin nourishing. Floral and soothing we want next. Floral and soothing. A new game, Mash. Cat Jenga. It'd be amazing. That's true. I don't think the cats would comply, but is that not part of the fun, that you've also got to try and get the cats to comply? It just sounds like absolute chaos in a bottle, and I love it. Oh, they've got to land on their feet, obviously. Yeah, we can't have cats landing upside down. That's just unnatural. Cool, Mash. That's... I don't know what those words mean, but yeah, cool. I don't know much about coding. It confuses me. I tried it once. Gave me a headache. Not done it since. Floral and soothing is what I'm looking for. We've already got floral. No, I'm not. Oh, no, that's floral. There we go. I want something soothing next, which is the person with love hearts in their eyes. Let's find a person with love hearts in their eyes. Random effects of a cat fighting if you wait too long. Yes. Or washing or other cat things. Absolutely. Where's this soothing one? There we go. I'm getting far too excited thinking about Cat Jenga. How many of these people have I got to serve? Oh, I've done no good. So Town Treasury has earned 731 pieces and money earned 365. I'm assuming that means that 700 goes to the town and 300 goes to me. Oh, it's about to tell me. Of course. Coins. Earn coins by selling items at the market or completing favours. Town Treasury, earned through successful market sales, is used to fund community projects. Community Spirit is gained by completing friendship quests and supporting townsfolk. Curiosity points are earned by sorting and identifying foraged plants. Cool. Right, so it's the end of the day now apparently, so we've got to go and talk to Granny. So, hi Granny. Goodness gracious, what a success, Pumpkin. Thank you so much. All this money will go right back to fixing up the town. What a wonderful start. There's still so much to do. Everyone's lost so much. Arthur's lost his boat. I've lost my little cottage, and the bell took the worst of it all. But we need to look ahead and get the town back on its feet. Buildings have to be repaired, fallen trees cleared, and new ones planted in their place. It's a lot of work, but this little community has never been afraid to get their hands dirty. And you've always been a hard worker, Pumpkin. I'm so grateful you came to visit us. It might not have been what we planned, but just having you here lifts my hopes. You can help us make Portobello picture perfect again, Now let's sit down and catch up properly. I know a wonderful spot by the sea. Perfect for hearing all about your adventures. I want every detail. Come on. Let's see what we've got in the... Where was I in chat? Random effects of a cat fighting if you wait too long, or washing or other things, yep. Right, oh, hi. I mean, it would be possible to make a simple Jenga game with block cats. Ah, yeah, no, that would be cool. How do you lose a boat? Have I missed... oh, some guy that we walked across lost his boat, if that's what you mean. It was a bit sinky. Oh, we've got a cutscene. I am loving the graphics of this, and I'm quite liking the slight... It might just be my brain, but the slight innuendo in some of the phrases. So they say as the morning after appears in the corner. What I am going to do is I'm just going to quickly take a quick 2 or 3 minutes break just to grab something to drink and what have you. But do not panic. I will not be very long, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So Firewatch, I don't think I've seen. I know of the board game Firewatch. I don't think I've played the game. But yeah, I'm going to go for just a quick couple of minutes. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Enjoy yourselves. Keep chatting. I'll keep my eye on chat as much as I can. And I'll see you in a few minutes. I always need to remember to hit the unmute button, otherwise nobody's ever going to hear me. But hello, I am back. If anybody's just joined us, my name's Jay. This is JG Plays. We are playing Wholesome out and about today. We've finished our first day. We're going to go and see Granny for the morning after. And we're going to see where we're up to. We're trying to save the town of Portobello that's been destroyed quite heavily by a storm. And we're going to see where we're up to. So let's find out where Granny is. Let's go and have a look. Thank you, Holly, for the welcome back. Let's have a look. Where is Granny? What's this? Can I go in it? Nope. Oh, I've got a little marker at the top that I've just spotted. That little line at the top's telling me what direction to run in. Hi Solarphonics, how are you? I think I've fixed the bot so you're not just going to get randomly like booted out for saying hello like you did yesterday. I'm really sorry I broke it. But I think I've fixed it now. All you said was hello and it's like you're not allowed in for another 30 minutes or whatever it was. It was very silly. But I think I fixed it. So Granny says, good morning, Pumpkin. Quite a sight, isn't it? Quite hard to believe what a single storm can do. I've spent a lifetime here. Every corner holds a memory. It feels strange to see it this way. Still, we're tougher than any storm, aren't we? Together we'll rebuild piece by piece. First things first, could you help me by inspecting some of the damage? Cool, so we've got to go and inspect the landslide and the chimney. This time it doesn't give us a marker to follow. Do we have a map for M? Yes, we do. That's not much help either. Let's go and have a look. A landslide and a chimney. Let's see what's up here. Do we have a landslide up here? Nope, just a man. This is where we came into town, isn't it? Yep. Because I remember taking a picture at that view. So we need to find a landslide and a chimney. Ah, it might be the landslide and the chimney that's affecting Granny's house. So there's Granny's house. Ah, there's a sparkly chimney behind her. Let's inspect her chimney. Hey up, who misses. Right, we've inspected Granny's chimney. Let's go and inspect the landslide, which is here. And now we'll go back and talk to Granny. Excellent job, Pumpkin. I'll contact the insurer right away. Fingers crossed they don't deny our claim. Landslides can be tricky business. Speaking of tricky problems, Arthur seems to have lost another boat, poor soul. He's rather down about it. Why don't you go and check on him at the Vista Point? He might appreciate the company. Oh, we've unlocked a new item. 100 community spirit. We will collect that. And let's go and talk to Arthur, who I think was that man at the top of that. There, so let's go and have a look up there. Doop-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Hello, Arthur. Ooh, ooh. Ah, seems the sea has it in for me. My poor boat was hit badly by the storm. Would you mind seeing how bad it is from the fence here? I can't bear to look myself. Might be handy to have you as a witness to prove I really am cursed. What, you mean you want me to take the 4 steps forward that you don't want to take? Okay. Cool. Why couldn't you do that? Right, so what's the damage report? Hull split, deck sagging, rudder still facing in the right direction. Thanks for taking a look for me. You know, lending a hand around town, doing a few good deeds, it doesn't go unnoticed. Folks remember kindness. If you're heading back, could you find Linda in the kitchen? She'll know what's ready for the she'll know what's next for the repairs of the town. And another 100 community spirit. And we're off to talk to Linda. Yay, Linda! I do love it how we go wee hee 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 when we're running down. Anywho, let's go and find Linda. Hello, hi for Helen. Hope you're good. You are absolutely right. It would be better to go down and actually look at it, but no, we're just going to take the 4 steps and we're just going to look from up there. Because apparently that's how you inspect a boat. Because. Oh, hi, sweetie. Hello. You're not talking to me today. Fine. I'll get you. Let's go in here. The more you watch me play games, the more you will realise that flirting with NPCs is one of my pleasures in life. Linda. Oh, darling, there you are. You've probably noticed It isn't just the storm that has the town in a bit of a shambles. The truth is, things have been slipping for years. Ever since the tourism dried up, businesses have started closing and people moved away. Portobello became a bit of a ghost town. The storm was just the cherry on the top of this sad little cake. But that's why we created our Porto. It's an app where everyone can pitch in into restoring the town piece by piece. Why don't you open the Our Porto and trigger the project to remove that fallen tree blocking the stairs to the community garden? Cool. So you can't afford to like repair your houses or to actually inject anything into your actual
just followed.
community. Oh, thank you ever so much, Hyper Helen, for the follow. Very, very pleased to have you aboard the crazy JG train. But we're going to use the app that apparently they've developed, and we're going to be with Zhao. Well, we've been dating, Holly. We've been out for a date. It was lovely. We went. Where did we go for our date? Where did he take me? Oh, we went to the arcade, and we played some games in the arcade, and then afterwards we went outside, and the sun was setting, and it was getting all romantic and moonlit, and then he kissed me outside of the tavern, and it was beautiful. But anyway, back to the game in hand. We to track and unlock community projects using our portal. Projects appear as part of quests or can be discovered in the world, and we can also read new messages in the town group chat every day. So use the Our Portal app, which I'm going to guess is F to use my phone. One of these is going to be Our Portal. Oh, that one. So access to Portobello Woods. Oh, what have we got in the group chat? Everything's a mess. I'll bring you a smoothie from my stash, Granny. A little vitamin boost never hurts. You can give me a little vitamin boost. Anyway, oh, sweetie, that's very kind, but I shouldn't on an empty stomach. Anywho, can you stop chatting up my granny in the group chat when you're supposed to be chatting me up? It's not acceptable. That's for the best mate. His smoothies taste like lawn clippings, but it's the thought that counts. But let's try this access to Portobello Woods quest. I think this is like our little quest game, so we'll hit the T there. Are we sure we want to start the Access to Portobello Woods project while we've nothing else to do? Because we're still in semi-tutorial-y. I'm hoping it gets a little bit less railroady. Oh, is that it? I thought that actually would have started us with a quest, but it looks like we've done it. Okay. Oh, fantastic work clearing that tree. This is a very powerful app. You just click, I want the tree to move, and then it moves. All right. Fantastic work clearing that tree, darling. It already looks better out there. I don't know how she did it, but Barbara squeezed past it earlier. Could have injured herself, but I'll bet it didn't even cross her mind. She's probably off up the hill like some kind of mountain goat, picking her herbs or whatever it is she does out there. Keep an eye out for her, would you? And don't forget, you can check our portal for new projects. Another 100 community spirit. And I've just realised that my headphones have annoyingly connected to my phone instead of to me. And that's why I'm struggling to hear the actual game sounds. So let's see if this is going to allow me to hear the game sounds now. Let's have a see. Oh, have I gone and messed it up? 1 second. Let me reconnect to my... Yes, it's connected to my microphone, which is not what I wanted it to do. I want you to be connected to my speakers, my headphones. Do you fancy doing that at all? Where are we? Oh no, it says it's connected to my headphones. Oh well. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Let's leave the kitchen and carry on. So we've got to talk to Barbara. Where's Barbara? Community garden is this way. I was looking at the little line at the top. Let's head up these steps. There she is. I just keep thinking of that song now, you know, that Barbara. Oh, what's the song? The one that's in German, something about rhubarb and Barbara. Anyway, I know the one I mean. Ah, my headphones are working again, that's good. Ah, there you are, my fledgling herbalist. I hope you're ready for today's lesson, yeah? Foraging is good, but caution is key, and again, I'm not doing the accent. Many edible plants have dangerous lookalikes, some of them deadly. Let's start with wild garlic and ramps. They're delicious, but their lookalikes, lily of the valley and autumn crocus, are fatal. Go find them nearby and identify them and bring me a few leaves of each. Cool, that sounds like total low to no risk, right? Let's sort the items that we've currently got. Oh, we haven't got any at the moment, that's all right. So let's examine these. Nope, we've already identified those. What have we got over here? We've already identified those. Here we go. Take our picture. This is red clover. Its young leaves and flowers are edible, making sweet tea and vanilla flavoured baking, but pregnant women should avoid it due to phytoestrogens. Anyone? Phytoestrogen? No idea. That's red clover. What else have we got? Let's examine that one. That's more red clover. Although we are going to just pick that piece of trash up. Because she doesn't want any clover, does she? So let's have a see. What's this one? That's plantain. What have we got over here? Move closer. That's watercress, packed with vitamins and peppery in flavour. It's a great raw or in soup. Just be careful as you don't want to mistake it for hemlock water dropwort. You are correct. Yeah, I was assuming something like that. Hyperhelen, some sort of plant-based estrogen, I presume. It just wasn't something I'd heard of. This is hemlock water dropwort, one of the deadliest plants in the world. It looks like wild celery or parsnip, but can cause fatal paralysis. Never eat it. I wasn't planning on eating hemlock. It wasn't high on my list. So let's have a look. Non-edible. All parts are deadly poisonous. So we won't be eating any of that. Let's carry on looking around for things to identify. There's something there. Nope, we've already identified that. We've already identified that. Let's keep looking. It looks like... Oh, this is ramps, a wild onion inspired Chicago's name. How does ramps inspire the name Chicago? I also don't think watercress looks like hemlock, but... I'm still very confused as to how wild onion inspires the name Chicago, but it can be found in damp woods and makes a great soup and pesto. And I found lily of the valley. It's delicate and highly toxic. Often mistaken for wild garlic, it has even been used in wartime medicine. Cool. So we've got to inspect this. So is this lily of the valley or is it ramps? Let's have a look at this. Which one do we think? I think that due to the leaf shape, it is ramps. Let's have a look. Broad, lance-shaped leaves with smooth edges, and scallion-like stalk with pinkish-purple tinge at the bottom. Looks like it to me. There we go, we've identified ramps, and now we've got to identify that looks again like... the leaf shape's a bit different, isn't it? Is that lily of the valley? 2 or more spear-shaped leaves on a single stem. There we go, that's our difference between ramps and lily of the valley. So we've still got wild garlic and autumn crocus to go. Nope, that's more of that. That's more of that. What have we got here? Oh, another unidentified species. Autumn crocus, sometimes called the naked lady. Ooh, since its flowers appear in autumn without leaves, it's poisonous and should not be confused with wild garlic. This is wild garlic, a nutritious healing herb. It's antiviral and antibacterial. It's great in cooking, but watch out for toxic lookalikes. There's a pie shop near us that does an amazing beef and wild garlic pie, and it is just absolutely delicious. Oh, I do like pie. Maybe that's the northerner in me showing, but there we go. Let's have a look at inspecting these. What do we have here? Is this wild garlic or autumn crocus? Let's look at the leaf shapes. They look a bit long and thin, so I'm going to guess at autumn crocus for these. Do they have green spear-shaped leaves? Yes, yes they do. New identification. And then we've got the other one. So this one, because the leaves are a bit shorter and fatter, I'm going to assume is wild garlic. There we go. Ramps is also called Chicago. Ah. See, now that makes sense. In fact, I bet, annoyingly, if I go here and look at the ramps one, yeah, annoyingly, it would have told me that if I'd actually bothered to read. But thank you ever so much for Googling Hyper Helen, that's brilliant. It's also called Chicago, or Chicago, in the Miami, Illinois language. Oh, cool. I didn't know there was a Miami, Illinois language. That's quite cool. It's rare or endangered in parts of Canada where harvesting is prohibited. Very cool. So I do like the fact that you can read lots about the actual real plants here, which I think's quite cool. So we've got to harvest 6 wild garlic and 6 ramps. So only take what you need. Autumn crocus. No, I don't want that. I want wild garlic. Here we go. 1, 2. I need 6 wild garlic, don't I? So let's find another one. So that's our 6 wild garlic, and our ramps was further down here. Yep. Is that ramps? Yep. Ooh, harvested a bit much of that one. A little leaf to it. Oh, too many again. Oops. But let's go and talk to Barbara. But no, it's very cool how it teaches you about the actual different plants and stuff. Like I said at the beginning, if you were here at that point, it does come up with a warning at the beginning that basically says, this is, yes, an educational thing, but please do not rely on any of this for when you go out. If you're going to go out foraging, if you're not 100% sure, don't do it, and the relevant warnings and stuff. So that's very cool. And yeah, I do like the fact that it wants you to be sustainable as well with the way that you forage, which is very cool. Let me see. Excellent. You're really getting the hand of identifying plants. Knowing a plant's name creates such a wonderful connection to nature. It's like seeing an old friend. But always remember, caution first. We don't want any dangerous mix-up. Now, go sort what you harvested successfully. Sorting a plant will move it from your basket into the inventory so it's ready for cooking. So we use the sorting table now. So we look at this. We've got to decide what we think it is. If it's got a board around it, then it's one that oh no, it's just one that we've selected. No, that's me misunderstanding completely. What we can do is we can look at each one and we can compare the actual thing to that one. So it's got the reddish bit on the bottom and it's a long thin leaf. Lords and Ladies, completely different shaped leaf, so it's not that. Lily of the Valley, similar shaped leaf, but it doesn't have the red bit on the bottom. Oh, hello.
Auntie Meow just followed.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for the follow. Sorry, Auntie Meow. That is lovely of you. Thank you ever so much. So this one must be ramps. This one is probably wild garlic, but let's have a look. It's got the long stem. Lords and Ladies, completely different shaped leaf. Autumn crocus. Again, the leaf doesn't look the same, so I'm going to go that's wild garlic. Oh, I meant to click that bit. So there we go, 100 community spirit, because we've identified that one. And we've unlocked wild garlic tincture. And now we've got to go and talk to Charles. Cool. Where are you, Charles? I'm assuming you're back down in the town? Somewhere? Are you in here? Yeah, Hyper Helen, you are absolutely correct. There's some things and you've got to be so careful. and there's some things that unless you really, really, really know what you're looking at, they can look so similar. I don't think I would ever go out foraging without somebody with me who definitely knew what they were doing. I've only ever done it once, and I went with a friend who's a fully qualified ecologist. So she kind of, you know, has to know what she's looking at because that's her day job. But it's not something I'd be looking at doing without somebody like that with me. Now, where are you, Charles? You've gone further away. Oof, yeah, mushrooms especially. Yeah. Because wild mushrooms are so tasty. But also, it's just not worth the risk, is it? Right, where is he? Oh, apparently he's that way. Oh, right next to us. Hi, Charles. Ah, good to see you. Looks like we've had another fallen tree blocking the way. Spots like this can be turned into community projects, you know. Just interact with them. They'll register right into our portal. Folks around town will point projects out. Aye, or even register them for you, so keep an eye out. Go ahead and interact with this tree now, see how it works. Interact. And now we talk to you again. Brilliant, now that project's registered, we can get to work on this tree whenever you're ready. Once it's out of the way, the lumber could come in handy for fixing up the town. Nothing goes to waste round here. And 100 community spirit. Woohoo! So we've got to talk to Granny and Harry. Harry, I'm a-coming. You wait for me, my man. Harry! Where's my Harry? I'm sure I saw him somewhere. Oh, are they waiting inside? There he is. Hiya, Harry. Anywho. Harry says, it's all gone. My stall, my beloved blender. How am I supposed to chase my smoothie dreams now? Oh, chin up, dear. Perhaps losing the blender could be a good thing. You could set the fancy bits aside and go back to the basics. Learn about building flavour from the heart, from the raw ingredients. But smoothies were my signature. I just needed a bit more time to perfect them. Don't fret, Harry. Why don't we focus on cooking something tasty instead? You're very dismissive, Granny. He's telling you that he's got this business and this career and he's got it all set up and he's learned all what he's knowing about, and you're like, nope. Nope, no, Harry. Your expertise does not matter. You will cook. You will cook garlic and pumpkin, and that's it. So you just learned about wild garlic, pumpkin. Why don't you show... Oh, pumpkin's me. Why don't you show Harry here what you can do with it? It'd be perfect for fresh bread. Here you go, love. Take this recipe and bake a loaf. You don't even have it... If you don't have enough wild garlic yet, you might need to do a quick bit of foraging. So a wild garlic bread recipe. Let's have a look. So we go over to the recipe book, don't we, to cook, if I remember rightly. Wild garlic bread. Who are we going to cook with? Harry. We'll cook with Linda this time. So, tea to cook. Here we go, we're cooking. And we've made wild garlic bread. Woohoo! Here we are. Right, now give Granny and Harry the garlic bread. Harry, you know it's no smoothie, but this bread tastes amazing. Maybe there's hope after all. As an entrepreneur, I know that setbacks are just part of the journey. Persistence is key. It's all about getting back up. Yeah, 3 people to make 1 loaf of bread. Well, you've got 1 to put all the ingredients together, 1 to knead the dough, and 1 to put it in the oven, maybe? But yeah, I agree. It's a little bit... Or maybe we were teaching them. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe we know how to make it, but they just need a little bit of direction and assistance. I don't know. That's the spirit, dear. Now, Pumpkin, would you take a loaf to Liar? You know, the lovely young woman who's here for work. I'm concerned that she hasn't eaten yet. Let's make sure she's doing okay. I'm starting to go off, Granny. She's a bit condescending to people, isn't she? But anyway, bring bread to Liar. Do I have to make another bread, or have I got the bread in my inventory? Does I give me my inventory? Ah, I've got the bread in my inventory. Cool. Oh, I hate cooking with other people. Do not come in anywhere near the kitchen if I'm cooking. That is my kitchen until I've finished. And if you try and help, you'll get torn off because you won't do it exactly the way I like doing it. Not that I'm a control freak. Honest. Right. Where are you, Lyra? Are you up there? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Somebody else to do the washing up is essential because I do make a mess. You brought bread for me? That's so thoughtful. Honestly, I'm not used to people looking out for each other like this. City life is pretty different. Anyway, Petty and Loudy, the corporation that this building belongs to, sent 2 of their partners. They're called Cash and Sharp. They've been talking pretty loudly, so you'll probably hear every word if you get closer. You know, just in case you're curious. Ooh, cutscene. And, yeah. Even then, though, Hyper Helen, even if they're prepared to do exactly what I tell them, they might not do it exactly how I want it, regardless of how I explain it. But Cash says, yikes, there's a whole chunk of hill sitting on our property. We should sue whoever owns it. Sharp says, we're the ones who own it. Cash says, right, initial impressions? It's all about reframing the narrative. You know, I actually remember this place. Wasn't this part of P&L's infamous scavenger hunts? God, those were awful. Indeed. At least now we're permanently excused from attending. Oh, it got shut down ages ago. Loads of complaints, endless midgy attacks, and Tracy from accounting vanished into a bog, apparently. She showed back up, though, and then tried to sue, remember? Typical P&L, we dodge the scavenger hunts and still end up handling the aftermath. So here's what I'm thinking. Nostalgia sells. If we package it right, people will practically throw money at us. Provided we sanitize it first. Restoration has its charm, but let's not forget, there are always other options. Yes, and that's when you take over and tell them to go away. I did manage to make some brownies with the kids yesterday, though. We picked blackberries and then made brownies with them, and they went surprisingly okay. Yeah, I find it's different if you're cooking with kids. I can give them a little bit of a more leeway than I will an adult. Because with kids, you're helping them to cook, aren't you, rather than them trying to help you. If you know what I mean, it's... Yeah, no, I can see that. But anyway, let's talk to Liar again. Those scavenger hunts do sound awful. Glad I wasn't around for that. Anyway, looking at the building, restoration seems like the best option right now. I'll keep you posted. Back to Granny to discuss what I heard. What's that? Is that something I know? No, an unidentified species. It's ground elder. It's considered a weed, but was once a food crop and herbal remedy. Young leaves taste like spinach and were often used in soups. And poison hemlock. Deadly in all parts, its toxin paralyzes the body and famously killed Socrates in ancient Greece. Cool. Now those ones, I would say, look similar. We were mentioning it before that we didn't think 2 of them look similar, but I do think that the ground elder and the poison hemlock, at a glance, look similar. Looking at the flower shapes and things, I'm not sure how much the difference is, but... Oh, they're very similar, aren't they? What about the leaves? Oh, the leaves are quite different, but the flowers are incredibly similar looking, so that is quite concerning. But let's examine some. So those are the spiky leaves, so that'd be ground elder, because that's broad-toothed pinnate leaves, which we've identified, and that will be the poison hemlock, because that's got like fern-style leaves, hasn't it? Hi, Crafty. It's going good. We are identifying plants, and we're trying to make sure that we don't cook with hemlock, essentially. So hairless, feathery-looking leaves. yeah, so this game's all about foraging. It's teaching us about real plants. It's quite a nice, cool, cozy game. It's quite chilled. Lots of fun. So we're going to go and talk to Granny anyway, because something terrible's happened and it's destroyed the village. But, you know, it's better than getting a letter from my uncle saying I've inherited his corner shop or whatever it normally is, so... Where are you, Granny? Are you still in there, or have you gone back home? Nope, you're not in there. You must have gone back home. I am loving this, how people are all coming in and knowing each other. It's lovely. It's a lovely little overlap of communities that's going on Twitch amongst people, and it's really nice. Hemlock actually looks pretty much identical to cow parsley, apart from it having purple on its stem. Yeah, I've heard that it can be quite problematic in the fact that it can look very similar to other things. Is that the one that... There's one that grows down by a river. What's the one that goes down by the river and if you touch it, it makes you all have burns and stuff on it and looks an awful lot like something else. Can't remember. But yeah, I agree, Holly. I've only ever been foraging once and I went with a qualified ecologist because I would just end up dead. Ah, is that hemlock? Is that where I've got that from? I've lost me oh, there's me granny. I thought I'd lost her. Granny, there you are, Pumpkin. Thank you for bringing Leia her food. With the shops closed up, I wasn't sure if she was eating properly. Glad that's sorted. Some things I would happily forage for, other things I wouldn't even attempt. Hogweed, yes, that is the one I was thinking of. Yes. Thank you, Holly, for that one. Ah, you saw those lawyers, did you? They must be here to check the damage and get the repairs moving. The bell's in a rough shape right now. Hogweed, is that the one that's like celery? There's one of them that's like celery. But anyway, what's Crafty saying? Why is nature like this? Here's one thing that's very safe. Here's one thing that will kill you. They both look the same. Good luck. Ha ha! Chaos! Darwin. Maybe he had a point. Anyway, the bell's in a rough shape right now. Pardon? I've lost the context of this completely. What are we talking? Oh, we're talking about the bell from the bell tower. Sorry. My mind's in the gutter. The bell's in a rough shape right now. It took the worst of the landslide, but in a way, it feels like it shielded the rest of the town. Well, it's only fair they take responsibility for fixing it. I remember when there used to be more of them around, all dressed in their black suits and looking dreadfully bored. I don't mind tourists, at least they buy things and chat, but these corporate folk, they never spend a penny or mingled with anyone. Well, why did we just go and give free garlic bread to the corporate woman then, Granny? Huh? Anyway, it's been a long day. Come on, let's head inside and chat about something a bit more cheerful. What are we going to chat about, Granny? Are we going to chat about how fit Harry is? Are you going to set me up on a date with Harry? Eh? Oh, is that it? Granny needs your help finding her missing friend. I know, Crafty. Like, Granny told me I had to go and give away the garlic bread. It's the plan to date everyone you can. No, it's all about dating Harry. It's all been aimed at Harry. Because, you know, he's like the only cute guy I've found. I might find more. Although, you know, that Scottish lumberjack does have a bit of a rough charm to him. I wouldn't say no. But anyway, Granny. Oh, I've totally forgot. I forgot all about Bean. I haven't seen him since the storm happened. But there was just so much to do that he just slipped my mind. Oh, you don't know about Bean? Haven't I mentioned him? Funnily enough, Granny, no, you haven't. Here comes random exposition number 73. He's my dear friend. He lives out in Periwinkle Beach. He's a bit unique. I've known him since we were kids. And yes, Hyper Helen, apparently she's lost her Bean. Now, when she describes him as a bit unique, is that a bit like when my parents use really odd euphemisms, like, did you know he's, well, a bit of a whoopsie? That kind of, is that what she means by he's a bit unique, because it feels like something people of that sort of age say. It's not just going to come out there and say, he's gay, you'll get on with him. No, he's a bit unique. But because he's not often in town, he completely slipped my mind. Oh, I feel terrible. We should check up on him. Maybe Arthur can clear the harbour path to the beach for us. Let's ask. Cool. Let's go and find the big butch Scotsman. There he is. Oh, it's not him that we want. It's somebody else. Where are you, Arthur? Apparently it's one day until market. Cool. Ah, there we go. We've got our navigation thing at the top now telling us which direction Arthur's in. Exactly. It's the boomer way of describing gay people, isn't it? It just makes me giggle. The town's a mess. Everything's been tossed around. I still can't bring myself to look at poor Albie down in the harbour. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've got a friend called Colin. He's gay. Do you know him? Like, yeah, of course. We all know each other. But I know she needs moving, and that's going to take lots of hands. I see with the rest of town in such a state, it's hard to even know where to begin. Oh, good morning, dearie. What's that? Bean? Oh my, I completely forgot about him. I'm sure he's fine. Isn't he always going on about being one with nature? Oh, am I going to go and find the gay nudist? Cool. I doubt even the storm could do much to that stubborn head of his. That won't do. We should still check in on him and make sure he's alright, but fixing the harbour will take too long for now. Oh, I know. Let's clear the tunnel out of town, the one right next to us. That'll allow you to go to Periwinkle Beach. I've added it to our portal. Go ahead and unlock it. And this is where we use the world's most powerful phone app. We go to tunnel clearing. We click yes. And poof! The tunnel is cleared. Look at that. The world's most powerful app. Let's go and... I don't want to go and find Granny's bean. I don't want to do it. No. Don't make me do it. Let's just go down here, shall we? Before I get too grossed out by my own brain. We found a beach. This is not a tidy beach. It does have starfish. She might need my help, Helen, but nobody wants to have to search for their granny's bean. Oh. He does look quite unique. It reminds me of, is it Shmee from Disney's Peter Pan? Anyway. Go away! I've just been reunited with my lost friend. Yes, he's a crab. Thank you for pointing out the obvious. Yes, I'm Helen. That is a crab on his head. It's his friend. Toast. After the water took you away, I was worried for days. Oh, look at you. Do you still have all your legs? Ah, it's beans and toast. I'm assuming British developers here. Is your claw swollen? I know just the thing. It'll relieve the swelling and flush out all of the nasty fluid and toxins from your tiny little body. Yes, I'm talking about Cleaver's tea. Toast is clearly in need of a detox. Off you go to brew him some quick. You're correct. It does look like toast on bean. That is true. So now we've got to gather cleavers. I don't know if we've discovered cleavers yet. No, we haven't. So is that something we find around the beach? I don't know what cleavers is. Let's have a look around. Go and get a cuppa, Crafty. It's never too early or late for a cuppa. And anybody who says it is just wrong. It's as simple as that. Right. Is it any of this green stuff? No. Don't tell me I can't jump fences and I've got to walk round. How boring. Do, 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 do. Oh, it's goose grass, is it? Cool. I will try and find the goose grass. Nothing's doing that glowy thing though, is it? And I'd have thought if it was goose grass it'd be in amongst that sort of stuff. Not sure. Let's have a look along here, see if anything shows up. Even though I think we've already been along here. Can I run? No. Come on. Is it through the other tunnel? Or have I already checked the other tunnel and found I can't go in it? Only one way to find out. Let's see what's through this tunnel. Choo-choo! Ah, it's not a tunnel. I probably already checked that, but anyway. No problem, Holly. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. I'm just going to give it another 5 minutes or so myself, and then we're going to be raiding out and going to see who we can find, because I'd like to be finished by 7 o'clock so that I can go and eat some food myself. So we'll head off and see if we can find this goose grass, but if we can't find it anytime soon... wonder if Granny will tell us where it is. Bye, Holly. Bye-bye. Let's have a look. Are you going to help us? No, are you, Ak? No. Do you know what? I don't know where it is. I don't know where to look. And I think that is actually, to be honest, probably quite a reasonable place to draw things to a close with reference to the world of Wholesome. No, I've clicked the wrong button there. Which button did I want to click? I wanted to click that one. There we go. Cool. So that was Wholesome. I'll do the whole saving and stuff and all that malarkey off stream. But I hope you've enjoyed it today. I've had a lot of fun. It's been really cool. Thank you to everybody for joining us and chatting away. It's been the most active chat I've had since I started streaming, and I really, really enjoyed it. I've had an awful lot of fun. It's been really cool. So I'm going to have a bit of a nosy around, see if I know anybody who is currently online. See if I can find anybody. Let's have a look. Have we got anybody I know? Oh, we do have somebody. Yeah, cool. We'll have a look in a moment. But before we do anything else, I think we've got to do that first. Does that do what I wanted it to do? It does. So there you go. There's our raid command. No problem. Thank you ever so much for joining me, Crafty. Thank you, Hyper Helen. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Crafty. I've already said Crafty. Who else have we had? I was talking to somebody else, but they've gone as well. Yeah, no, I was talking to Solarphonics. They've gone. So, no, thank you ever so much for everybody joining in the stream today. I hope you've had... If you've had half as much fun as I have, then you'll have had a ball. We're going to go and join Brutal Sue. If you don't know Brutal Sue, I only was introduced to Brutal Sue yesterday. Really enjoyed the little bit of a stream that she had going on. So we've tweeted out the little raid command. It's a JG Plays raid. When we get to the point where we hit affiliate, that'll get a little bit more impressive, but for now it's just going to stay as it is. So let's set this to start our raid on Brutal Sue. So here we go. It's just stacking up our raiders, and then we will jump on in there. We will celebrate how amazing Brutal Sue is, And if you've not met her before, enjoy it. As for everybody else, thank you ever so much for joining me tonight. It's been brilliant. One step closer to affiliate. We're getting there. Thanks ever so much for your support, and I'll see you all again soon. Enjoy Brutal Sue. Bye-bye.
Actually, a proper gravy dinner tonight.